Another important thing when you're finding an agent is going to be the relationships. You can tell by the demeanor of somebody, how well do they carry with each other, or do they have an ego, or do they work well with other agents, in the community and stuff like that? Because our business is built on relationships, not just with buyers and sellers, but it's also with agents that are working. And when you have a reputation of being a jerk, people might not want to work with you, and if you have a reputation of being a really good person that does a really good job, then people want to work with you. So, I'll tell you right now, if we have two similar offers and I'm sitting down with my seller and, in the past, this one agent was a freaking jerk and the other one was super positive to work with, and all terms are pretty similar, I'm going to advise my seller, like, look, if we go with this offer, we're probably going to have a much better experience. So you definitely want to have somebody that is well respected in the community, well respected in the profession, because if an agent's coming in and the first thing they start talking about is all the production that they've done and all the awards and accolades that they've done, they're probably that would just be a concern for me if I was looking to hire a real estate agent. And certainly we have phenomenal agents in our community. And I'm not speaking to any specific one person, but I've seen, like, on social media where people make content dogging other real estate agents. If somebody's calling out other real estate agents to make themselves look bigger and better and the best, and nobody can beat me and all that, and they want to bust on their competition, and I've seen this in business all over the place. You can't build the biggest building in town by breaking everybody else's buildings down. You build by believing in what you do and respecting the industry. So if you find somebody like that is just constantly dogging everybody else, that might not be the right person to hire. They've probably could potentially have burned bridges in the past. And when it comes to representing you in your best interest, you want somebody that has positive relationships in this profession. Kind of alluded to before, but ultimately ego, I think, is probably the ego is the enemy when it comes to building those relationships. And again, if you have somebody that's coming in with all their statistics and that I'm the greatest, and comparing themselves to others and the numbers and all that stuff, I think they're probably more self-serving to themselves than they are to actually serving you. What do you feel is the most important thing for a real estate agent in your experience, whether you've bought or sold in the past? What has been that one characteristic that really stood out? I want to start that conversation. Leave it in the comments anywhere you're seeing this, and let's grow this.
So did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.